Welcome back. I'm Jinx, and we're continuing our discussion with Black members of the film and television industry to discuss issues regarding race in Hollywood. Please join us as I sit down with Deborah Martin Chase, Devon Shepard, and Tracy Twinkie Bird for our 5-part discussion. In what ways are we detrimental to ourselves in the film industry and television industry?
In what ways are we detrimental?
Yeah, do you feel like at times, whether it be maybe refusal to take on another role from an actor standpoint, or perhaps writing a script that perpetuates certain stereotypes? You know, I'm not saying you all specifically, but the roles that Blacks have in the issues that we face.
I'll take that, because I just went through a situation where I was looking for African American writers for this animated series I was doing, right? And the writers would come in, it's almost like, God, I hate to say this, but I'm just gonna be real. It's like when we walk in a room sometimes, we treat each other like we're the substitute teacher. You know what I mean? Like,
say that.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's a brother, and then they kind of relax. And I have people come in and they
it's like a slouch comes. And all of a sudden you're sitting up and then.
And it's like, you know, I had people come in and weren't prepared.
Yes.
That's so.
And so, you know, and it pissed me off because I'm like, this is an opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I have this saying that I always say, sometimes we look at each other through the eyes of the slave master.
Yes.
And so what white people see about us, we have learned to see the same thing about ourselves.
Correct.
And that has to change too. And that comes with education, that comes with history. We were talking about Nat Turner earlier. That comes with knowing your history, knowing yourself. And once they pull those things out of the school and they don't teach those things, and now you got single mothers or dysfunctional families who aren't educated as well, they're not teaching at home, you start to have this lost generation who don't know themselves and don't know the history of who they are and what the struggles have been before them. And so, you know, I took it upon myself to really start mentoring people and pulling people aside and talking to them about just opportunity. You want to write a script, write the script, but don't just write the thing that's, I call it the low-hanging fruit. Like, challenge yourself.
Right, exactly.
Challenge yourself.
Good point.
Because, you know, we can sit here, for example, Empire is hot. I know this for a fact because I'm going through pilot season. You got to see how many damn pictures it is. Empire in the hospital, Empire at the DMV. You know, and it's like, you know, I'm being honest.
It's true.
Like we're hot right now, so I'm going, well, where's our Black Game of Thrones? Where's our Black Breaking Bad, or Black Mad Men, or a Latino Man, whatever? Where are those shows? Who are pitching those things? And so you got to get people to see themselves outside of the box as well. We still see ourselves sort of in this box sometimes, and we can't get out of it. And I think to me, that's the most important thing. We can't break out of just these monolithic stories that we're telling if we're not willing to push ourselves outside the box.
Agreed.
There is a thing where if Black isn't this one thing, then it's not Black.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Black, we're not monolithic. We're multi-layer, we're multi-dimensional. We have all different perspectives, different experiences, and we should ourselves be willing in our own community to support those different ideas and perspectives.
Well, how about we stop giving Sweet 16 cars and give Sweet 16 passports?
There you go.
Because we need to
It's
travel.
funny that you said, like what I do with my kids
Get
now,
out of this
every
country.
Christmas, we don't spend Christmas at home. I let them pick a place where we go.
Yes.
And we go and we travel. We just got back from Cuba.
Yeah.
You know, I take them, we spin the globe and go, where do you want to go this year? And they pick where we want to go. And it's opened them up, because you're seeing the world.
You see more.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're not stuck in this box, in this neighborhood. My dad used to say, the world's bigger than this neighborhood. You know, to your
that's
point.
also the reality
point,
of the world today. Clearly, it's a global community. It's a
Absolutely.
global business community. It's a global media market. You know, I mean, it's so funny. What 2 years ago, the international box office started being reporting. You know, along with the domestic box office. It's just we have to see ourselves as world citizens, not citizens of a hood or a community.
There you go, right there.
And for me, the other thing that's holding us back in this industry in particular is that this is a very competitive business. We are used to being super competitive with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't support each other. We don't share information. We don't share advice. We don't share experience. And other groups do.
Yes.
And that is how they survive.
Yes.
They pick each other up.
Agreed.
They help each other get a job. You know, historically in this business, You don't have a job, somebody's got their foot on your head
Yes.
because they think, oh, that's more opportunity for me.
Right.
And we have to stop thinking like
We
that.
have to. We have to.
Lift
I
as
was
we climb.
raised with my father's favorite song to sing in church. If I can help somebody as I travel on my way, then my living shall not be in vain. And that is how he raised us in our household. And I have come against more obstacles with my own people than I have because I am giving and loving, and I have come from a place of abundance and not from a place of lack. And you know what? Thankfully, I am sitting here because I attracted people in my life and in my career that come from abundance and not from a place of lack.
Say that.
And that's what we really need to work on, go within and come from a place of abundance. We have it already.
Yeah.
You just need to turn your head to see it.
And reach out your hand.
Yes.
And
We're
hold
here.
hands, and let's walk together
Yeah.
as opposed to trying to stab people in the back.
Agreed.
There just has to be a certain level of trust in each other. You know, you go back from, slavery times to where they separated the slaves and, blacks in the fields, whites in the house. They did all of these divisive tactics
Yes.
to kind of separate us, and they're still in place today.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's just, like I said, there's just a distrust
There
amongst
is.
ourselves. So when you walk in a room and you see her, you're like, oh, she's a sister. I don't really
Right.
have. It's almost
Right.
like I really don't have to try.
Right.
And
You
you're
said
like,
the
no,
substitute
I'm
teacher
still.
thing.
Yes. Yes.
I'm still Twinkie
You
Bud.
gotta
I
bring
need you
it.
to do this audition.
You've gotta bring it.
You got to bring it, or you don't
That's
get the
right.
job.
Or you don't
You know
get
what
the
I'm saying?
job.
Same thing with you. I'm pretty sure you've gone with it. It's just this.
We've been in the room together.
But and they look, like I said, like a substitute teacher. Like I don't have to put forth any real effort because I got a brother or a sister
Yes.
in the room. And it's like, no, we're here because we have a work ethic and
Yes.
a belief system. And if you want to get this job, you need to come bring it.
That's
You know,
right.
you need to bring it off. Somebody, I'll get someone else. Stories and all of those things as a reflection of how you see yourself. So I think it has to start there. I think there has to be a shared idea and community of people locking their arms together and going, let's help each other. Let's help build this. To me, constantly asking for something, whining about something is not a solution. It's not going to get it done.
No.
This is a show me town in a way. So you show them something and it's successful, they will come. The other thing is, yes, we need more people in prominent positions.
Right.
On the board
Yes.
at the Academy Awards.
Yep.
Executives in the suites making decisions, whether it be film or television, casting, creating, directing, camera work, whatever
Yes.
it is. We need people in all those
Yes. positions.
And then, again, I go back to, and I'll say something that's not, I feel like, like with the Image Awards, I think there's an opportunity there for us to really validate ourselves. And I think we need to look at that and really support that, really get behind that. And if no one celebrates us, damn it, we celebrate ourselves. And I
Yes,
believe
agreed.
once the world see how we see ourselves
Yes.
and see how we respect ourselves, then I think they will fall in line to some degree and begin to see us slightly different. We have to be in charge of our own narrative. We have to be in charge of our own image.
And